Okay, let's have a look at using what we now know about mixed and improper numbers to do some adding and subtracting. Later on you may see methods which will make this sum actually a lot harder than it is. Let's keep it simple. Here we have 1/5 and 1/5. They have the same denominator. What do those two add to make? That's right. They make 2/5. What do the integers at the beginning add to make? That's right. 7 and 2/5. Simple as that. But will it always be that simple? Of course not. Let's look at another scenario. This seems trickier. 3 pieces makes a whole one in both cases, which is good, which means we can add these, given what we know so far. But what happens when I add the two fractions? 4/3. What happens when I add the two integers? 7. We've done this question exactly like the first question. Is the answer acceptable? It's actually not. Why is it not? What does our answer contain that we don't like? It contains an improper fraction in a mixed number. This is not something that we do in mathematics. So let's look at 4/3 and work out what it is. 4/3. Well, 3 of them make a whole one, and we have 4. So we can make one whole one with 1/3 left over. Well, I've got 7 whole ones, and this here is 1 and 1/3. So what do I have? I have 8 whole ones and 1/3 left over. Let's try and show this with diagrams. There are 3 whole ones. There's 2/3. Here are 4 whole ones. And underneath 2/3 again. It's easy to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whole ones. What we then need to do is take one of our thirds from over here and place it on the end. That will give us our 8th whole one. And we will have 1/3 left over. Now those two examples are very different in difficulty. Let's go through some more similar to the basic one and then some more similar to the more challenging one. What will the answer be? Well done if you said 12 and 5/7. 5/7 there and 12 in front. Well done. Let's try a trickier one now. Three quarters and 3/4. Well, I know that's going to be 6/4. That's going to be more than 1. In fact, that's going to make me 1 whole one, and I'll have 2 left over. So I could write 6/4 here like this. 5 add 2 gives me 7 for my whole one. My 6/4 is worth 1 and 2/4. So this here will give me 1 more onto there, which is 8, and then 2/4. If any of you wanted to say 8.5 by doing something called simplifying, that would be good. We haven't covered that yet in these videos, but well done. Let's try another difficult one. I have got 15/11. I have got 15 whole ones. I can make a whole one from my 15 pieces. 15/11 makes me 1 whole one and then leaves me 4 left over. So that gives me 16 whole ones and 4/11 remaining. Let's tackle a trickier situation now. We're going to need a diagram, I think. I'm going to draw my ones smaller than normal because I need so many of them. There are 10. I'm going to take away from that 5 and 3/4. So I'm going to take away 1. I'm going to take away 2. I'm going to take away 3. I'm going to take away 4. I'm going to take away 5. And now I have to take away another 3/4. So I'm going to slice one of them, what's left up, and take off 3/4. That leaves me with 4 whole ones and 1/4 remaining.